momentum. Gold is up. Ursanov.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. You take a look at the Nets. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And checking out Philadelphia, 6 games out.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's Maxey in at the point. And for the Nets, Mills out there with Harden. Then it's Durant. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bembry in at the small forward position. Mills passes to Durant. Now Aldridge, guarded by Embiid. Aldridge kicks to Durant. Lets it go from 11. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Passes it to Mills to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden outside. Aldridge up on top. 4 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris with it. He's picked up by KD. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Here's Harris. The tray. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
3. And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
To the left side wing. Harris against KD. Pass to Aldridge. Back to KD. Over Harris. Aldridge trying to break free. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Curry attacking. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Durant. It's Aldridge, high post. Embiid's there. Aldridge with a screen on Harris. Going inside, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. He says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Harden. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Maxey, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. As Johnson in for Kevin Durant. And here's Maxey. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Drummond with a screen on Johnson. Harris looking it over. Curry passes to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
2 minutes to play.
Griffin's shot is off. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Toronto. There's the pass to Drummond. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate them.
The first one falls.
Guys, what I appreciate about Andre Drummond is that he understands his role night by night. Be physical, defend the basket, rebound with great intensity. He gives it to you every single night.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Brown is checked in for DeAndre Bembry, and it's Carter in for Patty Mills. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Aston Yang. Now here's Milton. Defense is right there. Aston Yang. Off target with his 3. Nets trail by 13. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden kicks to Carter. Now, here's Thibault, guarded by Harden. It's his first trip to the line.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And so he hits both. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn, down by 15. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
A shot by Milton, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Harden gets the bucket.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Brown. There's the 3. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Carter. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Now, here's Milton. D right on him. Good on the shot.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
1 second left. He's off on that one. And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back.
All right, who's coming out to the court? Come on.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And so in the game for the 76ers, front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Maxey out there with Curry. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's KD. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
The 76ers leading by 9.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Nets.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
KD finds Mills. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The 76ers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Curry. Pass to Maxey. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Curry's got 8 points.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
Durant, the pass to Carter. Millsap kicks to Durant. Driving the lane, and then Durant with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The pass to Maxey. And here is Green. Pass to Maxey. And here's Embiid. Millsap covering. Embiid, no good. Nets trail by 7. It's Durant with the drive. Mills passes to Durant. Millsap sets the pick for Durant. Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Maxey, no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Nailed from 3-point land. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Javon Carter. That's his first foul. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Now into the lineup.
Here's Maxey. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Mills dishes to KD. Aldridge with a screen on Harris. Durant, the pass to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
Here's Maxey. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Bembry misses. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Nets trail by 5.
Second quarter.
Outside Durant. Aldridge sets up the pick now for KD. Carter on the wing. Outside for KD. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in, and then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, Kevin Durant puts it on the deck, able to navigate and get to the cup.
The 76ers leading by 3. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather hold the team.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And James Harden has subbed in for Carter. That shot by Griffin, no good. Philadelphia has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Thibault for three. They get it again. Milton. And he can't bank that one in. Now, here is Harden, defended by Thibault. Picked by Griffin. Mills passes to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And what you can count on with Griffin, he knows how to finish. Rolls off the screen there with purpose.
46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Korkmaz has got his first basket.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changes out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Andre Drummond showing you I am a vertical threat at the cup. Look out.
Brown the pass to Griffin. Over Drummond. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Griffin.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Thibault kicks to Milton. Back to Thibault. Makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 5.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. A little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for...
Thank you for joining us.
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball. And that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possession.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. The Bucks will face off against the... And that's our halftime show. Thanks to the Big Diesel.
Well, thank you, Gomer pal. Well, does that make me the sauce?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Durant is out there with Bembry. Then it's Mills, then it's Harden, and it's Aldridge in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Maxey. Here's Embiid, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Embiid's got the first basket of the third quarter for Philadelphia. KD against Harris. Aldridge with a screen on Harris. Durant kicks to Bembry. Over Harris. Aldridge trying to break free. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Durant. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
The drive by Green, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able
to knock it away.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Mills passes to Aldridge. Shoots over Embiid. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from LaMarcus Aldridge. 76ers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room to break. Passes to Maxey. Now Curry. He's got 11. And that one's good. Maxey's got 5.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting, but there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Mills. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And Brooklyn has possession. It's a 5-point game. Shoots from the line. KD's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And the dunk by Embiid.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Here's Bembry. And the 3 off target. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Maxey. Back to Curry. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. It's Durant with the drive.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Maxey. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Embiid wide open. Connects from 3-point range. Embiid's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Harden finds Mills to end the run. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The pass to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Bembry. Back to Harden from downtown. And the Nets miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Well, this has been the book on defending Andre Drummond on the interior. Make him earn it at the charity stripe.
And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest. So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Griffin sets the screen for Harden, and he drives in.
And a key part, Doris, of Harden's game lately, his rebounding.
Right, because his ability to rake and take, get out in transition, make great decisions on the fly, it puts so much pressure on the defense.
And Harden with such a high usage rate, Doris, it's incredible how efficient he is.
Guys, his percentages are fantastic for someone who has to take so many difficult shots. He's not at the finishing end of alley-oops, let's remember. This guy is not allowed clear lanes to the bucket. He gets the best defender night by night. This guy has to work for every look he gets.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And he's not going to miss those very often. Even from deep, the D has to close out a little stronger on him.
The 76ers leading by 15. Drives to the hoop. And that one's good. Feibel's got 6 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Mills kicks to Brown. Oh, good with the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Griffin sets the screen for Harden. Lays it up off the glass. 12 points for him.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And Drummond throws it down.
It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt.
Top of the key, Griffin. Harden outside. Driving in. Out to the right wing. And here's Mills for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Mills has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. Here's Feibel. Count it. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a big 18-point lead.
Your Brooklyn.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They host the Clippers after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Curry is out there with Maxey, and it's Korkmaz at the 3 slot.
Guys, so difficult to disrupt Kevin Durant's rhythm. The release point's so good. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is unstoppable.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Philadelphia leading by 16. Curry is inside, covered by Mills. Harden dishes to Durant. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And that one's good for Korkmaz.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Mills looking it over. Harris against Durant. And there's the drive. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. And that one drops. And the 76ers lead by 19.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Aldridge, the pass to Bembry. Durant kicks to Mills. Aldridge with a screen on Harris. 6 to shoot.
Well, this is the dilemma you're in. Kevin Durant is a difficult check. He's going to draw contact. And oh, by the way, I'm 90% from the free throw line.
Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And he makes both free throws. The 76ers leading by 17. Steps back. On the wing, Harris. Over Aldridge. Again, Philadelphia.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Down low. Outside for Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What you love about Kevin Durant is a multi-time champion is no less hungry and thirsty in his pursuit of greatness. Like, this guy just wants to continue to perfect his craft.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Passes it to Harris. Now here's Embiid. Aldridge is covering. Embiid dishes to Harris. Back to Embiid. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. And the shot goes down.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And here's Harden for three. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Maxey passes to Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the 76ers lead by 21. To the wing right side. Bembry kicks to Mills. Shoots the three. Bembry misses.
That's an unwise shot. I'm sure coach and teammates would have preferred he swing the ball for a better opportunity.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
The 76ers leading by 21. Pass to Embiid. Here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Philadelphia moving the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I love the aggressiveness of Seth Curry right there. Despite that frame, guys, he is not afraid of getting fouled.
You know, Doris, the debate about what makes someone an MVP is always interesting. In your mind, and you're a voter, what are the qualities of an MVP-worthy player?
You know, Kevin, one of the things that fascinated me about the most recent MVP selection was some of the slander sent at Nikola Jokic. And I think it had everything to do with him not passing the eye test. And by that, I mean, he didn't have eye-popping athleticism. But he was my runaway choice for MVP because he is so highly skilled and he is so valuable to what they do on the offensive end of the floor. He has vision. He has the ability to score the basketball in the paint and outside the paint. He can manipulate defenses because of his high basketball IQ. It was such a fascinating conversation, and what a worthy MVP for Nikola Jokic.
Stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD leading the charge. Great touch on the 16-footer. Durant's got 15 points in just the second half.
Well, because of the size, Kevin Durant can get a clean look from mid-range pretty much any time he wants.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Clock at 6. Niang passes to Drummond. Goes up again. And finally, that one's good.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Harden, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown outside. The shot will not fall. And the 76ers with possession. And here is Milton. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge,